Hello friends, Amanda. Welcome back to the Whimsy Stamp YouTube channel. Today I want to share this really fun and cute Valentine's card featuring some really cute Valentine's images. I hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. The first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to get my little Yeti image colored in here. He is just so adorable, and I really wanted to color him on craft cardstock with my colored pencils. This is one of my favorite ways to color in images that are inherently white. You could obviously color him any color that you like, but I decided to color him in the typical Yeti color. So I'm going to start with my white, and I like to always start with a white base coat and layer up all of my colors. And again, this is just my favorite way to do it, and it works out really great for me. So while I'm coloring, I am going to put on a little bit of music for you all to enjoy, and once I'm all finished with the coloring, we will come back and get the rest of the card elements put together and assemble the card together. Now that I have all the coloring finished, I've put my image back inside my MISTI stamping tool and I re-stamped over top of the image with some VersaFine Onyx Black ink. This will help kind of resharpen all of those lines because sometimes they get covered up with a colored pencil and it kind of makes for a funny look. And this turned out perfectly. I was so thrilled with it. He is super cute. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut him out with my fussy scissors. Next, I'm going to get my background ready. I am taking the Vintage Script background stamp and I'm stamping it on top of some craft cardstock here. And at first I was going to do kind of like a watermark look, but it didn't really turn out as well as I would have liked. So I decided to go in with a nice craft colored ink, kind of do more of a tone on tone look. I wasn't trying to get a super crisp look here. I was just trying to go for a subtle background because I am going to stamp a little bit more on top of this as well. I'm going to be using another stamp set, the Painted Brush Strokes, and this is a really fun stamp. You can do lots of different things with it. You can create backgrounds like I'm going to do with it. You can do it as a focal point. You can do it, use embossing. Again, you can do it with inks. I'm going to be using some Distress Oxide inks today to create my little background. I'm not going to cover the entire background. I'm just going to do a few bits and pieces. I only chose one of the brushstroke stamps here, and I really like the way that it turned out. I think this would make a fun background all together, making it more of a focal point. But again, this is just a really fun way to kind of jazz up a background. So I'm only using 3 colors of Distress Oxide inks today, and I'm just alternating the colors and rotating the stamp this way and that, just to create a really fun background. I'm not going to show all of that process because it is a little bit repetitive, but you'll see the final product here at the end and what I was kind of going for. Again, this is a really fun way to kind of just go through your products and see different things that you can create. And I really do enjoy the way that this card turned out. I think it looks super, super fun and interesting. Once I have my background all ready to go, I did cut out a glittery heart using the connected heart die with some glitter cardstock from my stash. I really love this heart die. I think it is a great way to frame up a individual image, and this little Yeti is the perfect fella to fit right in the middle there. Next, I'm going to go in and add a little bit of detail to my Yeti. I'm going to add some shine marks to the little hearts. This is a completely optional step. You don't have to do this, but I think it adds a lot of interest and fun to the image themselves. And I'm going to add a little bit to his horns here. I'm going to add a little bit of a highlight to his little teeth there. I'm just using a white gel pen to do this. You could easily have used the colored pencil, but I really wanted to make sure it was nice and bright white. And then I'm going to go in with a black gel pen and brighten up his little eyes just to make him stand out a little bit more. And then finally, to jazz him up just a smidge more, I'm going to go in with a glitter pen and add some shimmer and shine to his coat just to make it look like he's a little frosty. You know, the Yetis, I guess the legend is they live in the snow, so I feel like he might have a little bit of snow clinging to him, and that's what makes him a little sparkly. And then I'm going to add just a tiny bit of shimmer to the hearts, and he will be all finished. I just love the way that he turned out. He is super cute, and I really love this image. I fell in love with it as soon as I saw it. All the images in this little Yeti set are just adorable. I will make sure that all of the items that I used in my video today are linked in the description below, so you can head over to the Whimsy Stamp website to pick out these products if you enjoy them as much as I do. Going to adhere my little heart nice and flat on my background. You can see how fun that background turned out with those brush strokes, and it makes for a really fun focal point. Now that I have that all ready, I'm going to work on my greeting. I have a happy word die. I die cut 3 times out of some pink cardstock from my stash, and I'm just going to stack them up on top of each other to create a fun dimensional die cut. And that's going to add a little bit of fun and dimension to my card. Once I have all of those stacked up, I am going to work on the secondary portion of my greeting. I just have a piece of scrap white cardstock here, and I'm taking 2 greetings from the same Yeti stamp set that says Valentine's Day, and I'm going to line them up on this white cardstock and stamp them down with the Picked Raspberry Distress Oxide ink, just to help it match with the rest of the colors going on in the card here. And once I have that stamped down, I am just going to freehand cut that out using my little paper trimmer, and this will finish up the remaining portion of my greeting. I really love the way that this card turned out. You could definitely swap out the colors and the greetings to create a birthday card or other occasions card. Next, I added some foam tape to the back of my little Yeti here, and I'm going to pop him up onto the back of my frame here. I did attach him a little bit lower than I would have liked to start with. I wanted to kind of have room for my greeting and make sure everything was kind of lined up, that it wasn't super bottom heavy. So I did peel him off very carefully and moved him up a little bit so I had room for all of my greetings. And I was really lucky that I didn't press too hard on him, that I was able to salvage it and get him moved up and save the adhesive and not ruin any of the background. Get him squished up a little bit there. And I added my greeting. I should have done this in the first place so I knew where to place him. And then I'm just going to adhere the rest of my greetings down with the liquid adhesive. Going to add that liquid adhesive to the back here and just place it right underneath my little Yeti's feet, and it gives it a nice grounding place. And I just love the way that this turned out. I love this card so much. I'm not really much of a Valentine's kind of person. Valentine's Day is not really my favorite holiday, but this little image just inspired me, and I just love the way that he turned out. He's super sweet. And the other images as well in this set are super cute. There's quite a few Yeti style stamps from Whimsy where he's, celebrating different holidays, which I think is super cute. I just love the way that he was drawn and the style. It's definitely right up my alley. Going to get the last part of my greeting adhered there right at the bottom so it says Happy Valentine's Day. And then I'm going to go in with some clay hearts, and I'm going to place those all around in some of the empty spaces just to kind of fill it up a little bit with that same liquid adhesive, just to kind of add something to the top of the card just so it doesn't look so blank. And that will finish up this card for today. I really hope you enjoyed this fun Valentine's themed card featuring some amazing products from Whimsy Stamps. Everything that I used today will be listed in the description below if you want to check those items out and support Whimsy Stamps. If you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting the like button as well as the subscribe so you don't miss out on any more videos here at the Whimsy Stamps YouTube channel. I really love how this card turned out. I really hope you enjoyed it as well, and I'll catch up with you guys again real soon in the next one. Bye!